Good afternoon, number 2. How's your molt going? Why did you just put yourself into a cage? You're something else, number 2. There's your daughter with all of her little adopted ankle biters. Yeah. Good evening from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Wednesday. This morning it was beautiful, like 75 with a great breeze and sunny, no clouds in the sky. But this afternoon the breeze went away and it hit 84 with some humidity in there. And that's alright. Yesterday it was just it was a long day for me. I got up very early. I left here about a little after 7:30 in the morning. Made a trip to do some errands, and I got back and I was only here for maybe 45 minutes, and then I headed off to Drew's, and I was a half an hour late there because I was hunting around for stuff that I couldn't find. And then I didn't get home until after dark. So yesterday was a very, very long day. Honestly, this morning I did not feel like getting out of bed, but I got chickens that I need to keep happy. So I got out of bed and I made my chickens happy. And it doesn't take much to make your chickens happy. You know, give them some food and some water and they'll be happy. And the younger little ankle biters, you know, they're running around everywhere, so they're happy no matter what. Yeah, I did get one project done today though, so let's look at that real quick. This was the only project I could handle, right, Fifi? Yep, I got these 2 incubators, the bottoms of the incubators cleaned out. The tops don't get dirty. I can just wipe those off with a paper towel, but the bottoms really need some scrubbing. And that Dr. Bronner's sow suds works very well to help loosen up all the baby chick stuff. But yeah, got my 2 incubators cleaned out. And what I did is I put eggs in a bigger incubator, 2 different types of eggs. Then for the last 3 days I split them up into these 2. And this one was gifted to me rather recently, and it does a very good job of hatching them the last 3 days. So I am happy about that. This one's kind of up in the air. I don't, you know, with my eggs being older, going into the incubators, I'm not, you know, I can't be certain about my hatch rate, what is causing, you know, lower hatch rates. It could be any number of things. So I can't blame that incubator because I have had successful hatches in there before. But let's see, this time 6 eggs went in there and 2 of them hatched successfully. 1 of them hatched but didn't really make it. And then in here, I had 8 out of 14 that hatched successfully. So, yep, I'm happy with these little incubators, and they really are useful to me for small batches of eggs when I'm only doing a few of each variety. Can you see Bob back there? Bob was no help today at all. No help cleaning out those incubators. And I'm really liking having multiple small incubators. Yeah, because I've got, you know, different varieties, purebred white and true blues. I got different varieties of olive eggers, and pretty soon anyway. It's nice being able to see I can put them in one of the large incubators that holds 40 eggs. I can put them in there for the first 18 days. And then I can split out the different varieties of eggs into the smaller incubators for the last 3 days. For humidity levels, when you're hatching chicks, you want a lower humidity level for the first 18 days than you want for the last 3 days. I generally, don't quote me on this, around 50% humidity for the first 18 days. And then for the last 3 days, you want to bump that up to about 65%. And that's going to be different where you're at, and that's going to be different for your incubators. Something that's going to affect it is your local humidity levels. Around here it's very humid in Arkansas, so you can't do it the same way here as somebody in very dry Arizona would do it. It's also going to be different for different incubators. One thing I've noticed is the styrofoam variety, those hold the humidity better than the plastic ones. And that's just something I've observed. So it's there's not really an exact science to incubating. There might be, we haven't learned it yet though. But so it's something that if you're going to be hatching a lot of eggs, it's just going to come with experience and getting those results out of your incubator and learning how that works. So it is a learning process, and it's not going to be exact every time. And so good luck if you're out there incubating. Trial and error seems to be the best way to learn, because one person's advice, they might have completely different weather conditions than you have where you're at, and they probably have a completely different incubator than what you have. A lot of people out there do what's called dry incubating in this area, and they don't even pay attention to the humidity. They just put the eggs in there, turn it on, and let it go, and they have success. So, to each their own. If you can find out a successful way to incubate in your area with what you've got, go for it. I'm still in a learning process. I've learned a lot, but there's still more to learn when it comes to incubating eggs. What else can I talk about? Speaking of incubating eggs, I do have more eggs in the incubator now. And this one's about ready to go into an incubator probably tomorrow. This is a Welsomer egg. It's getting dark, so you probably can't see it. One thing that isn't commonly known about chicken eggs is, for example, the Welsomers. This is a lighter brown. This hen is laying a lighter brown egg than she was several months ago. It seems with, I don't know if it's a general rule, it's not always true, but a chicken's egg, when they're white doesn't matter, but like brown eggs, when they first start off in the spring, they'll be laying a dark brown egg, and then as the season progresses along, it'll become lighter and lighter and lighter until about this time of year when it will become its lightest. And there are several theories as to why that happens, but it's kind of like that hen only has so much brown ink for the year, and she uses it all up at the beginning of the year, and then she doesn't have as much brown ink at the end of the year. So that's true for the brown egg layers, and I'm also finding it's true for my olivators. They will lay a darker green in the spring, and then as you go into the fall, I don't know what this is flying in my face. As you go into the fall, it will be a lighter shade of green. And that's something, if you're buying hatching eggs, you might want to consider that, if you're getting hatching eggs in October, those are probably not a true representation of what that breed is going to deliver as far as egg color wise, back in the spring. That'll be the lighter end of their spectrum, and it'll be darker in the spring and lighter in the fall. So that's just something that isn't common knowledge out there about the egg colors dimming a little bit over the course of the year. And with that, I'm going to say that's enough for today. Thank you for watching. Thanks for this great opportunity. Drew and I are still scheming behind the scenes. Wait till next week. We might know more information. It's out of our control. That's the thing. It's totally in somebody else's hands at this point. There's nothing we can do about it. But we'll let you know when we know. Thanks for watching. Take her easy, everybody.